It's Week 8 of the 2029 season. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Raiders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Back to throw. Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Keys. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his own line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back to throw. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Drake Jackson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now in the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He completes it to Stewart. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Operating from the gun, Tucker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage there. Getting a hand on it was Nate Hobbs. 2nd and 10. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tucker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Tucker. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Washington offense back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Keys up past the 30. 2nd down coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd and 6.
the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Keys. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last series for him a little disappointing. Forced to... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here. They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. They go play action. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Operating from the gun, Tucker. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw. Tucker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Fighting through pressure. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Take it in at the 22. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raiders offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 1. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Operating from the gun, Tucker. And that one to the right side and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We begin out west in Southern California. Dallas heading to SoFi Stadium to take on the Chargers, now of LA. And it is the Chargers that have the lead in the second quarter. The Chargers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 6. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards. Back to throw. Tucker. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Commanders' offense and Jayden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Operating from the gun, Tucker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays in the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Roman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Now a handoff up the middle. Keys, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is taken at the 15. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tucker. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Now Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Back to throw. Tucker. He's got Ayuk once again. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Moore, the motion man right. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Moore, the motion man. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ayuk goes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Moore, the man in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. St. Clair trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Keys. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Raiders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.